Welcome everyone to the stream. Yes, include your audio, Lucas. Welcome to the stream. And today is the finale of Tier 2 Abu Dhabi. And I am joined by what was going to be the Season 1 champion, but we don't know yet because of DW probably going to be racing tomorrow after a trip back to the Netherlands. He is probably going to be racing tomorrow. Lucas, leading the championship right now, is going to be commentating here with us. Custom grid here, and racing laps on. Yeah, I believe so. So everything is on. I'm just gonna put out there, remember your setups. So Lucas, as this Tier 2 season comes to an end, you were commentating Britain. You had the fun you did there. What have you got to say about this Tier 2 season from what you've seen from your drivers and from what you've seen just in the league in general? Make sure your audio is included, by the way.
Yes, boss. So, in general... Sorry, mic cut out. In general, I think it's been a positive first season. Obviously, the double headers is a very clever way of getting through a lot of the season in a short amount of time. And obviously, this finale should be very interesting with Rave starting at the back. Sorry, not Rave. I always make the same mistake. Ryle starting at the back. And the big question is, will he be able to get to the front before Harrison?
Yeah, there are penalties heading into this race, so that's going to be something to watch out for. Joseph is not in this race. He has a 10-second penalty. Hamilton with 13 seconds. CJ Pants with 15 seconds. OPC Patriot and CJ Pants are both at the back due to quali bans, and there were 3 drivers who had race bans. Lucas, if you could do me a favor and send the stream into the chat, that'd be appreciated. This season does come to an end, but next season we're looking forward to for sure. Next season, a 12 race schedule for Tier 1 and Tier 2, 1 race less for Tier 2, 1 race more for Tier 1. Lucas, you're currently with DW. That is still an unknown if it's going to stay that way. How much are you looking forward to next season right now?
I don't know, to be honest. Like, you know, I'm looking forward to it, but I think it's a bit, I think it's going to be quite tense now, how everything is, how tight the championship challenge is, and yes, I'm definitely looking forward to next season. I think it's going to be very interesting, but, you know, for now, we'll focus on this season.
Yeah, that's something we do need to focus on because there's one more race left for Tier 1 and Tier 2. The finales today, 20 drivers, the most we've had in Tier 2. And 3 favorites we're going to have to watch, but we'll be talking throughout the stream once this race maybe does get a little bit boring. We will be talking about the real world, coronavirus. We'll be talking about that for a little while. We'll be talking about next season, Season 2, and we'll be talking about who we think will win this race. That's what we'll talk about right now. So my 3 favorites right now, I'm going to go through the field. XR Ryan, an incredible run last week. I want to say first podium, first start. Good job to him. I want to mention that. Comes back here in Abu Dhabi to start P5 based off of reverse points grid order. And I think he has a good shot at winning this race. Or maybe being on podium. Silent right now. I want to say he's had some bad luck this season. But if he could just end this season off with a podium, his only podium maybe, I think that's a positive, and I think that's something he has to look forward to next season. As if I am correct, he is driving for a team, obviously, next season. He is driving for, right now, it looks like he's driving for Racing Point, Ironax's team next season. And then you have, I'm going to put out there, I'm going to say Jay Riley, Dark Raptor's teammate. Jay Riley.
Okay, so let's have a look at all the tyres that everyone's starting on. So, JBS Moves 28 softs, Arsenal softs, Hissy softs, F1 Boy softs, Ryan softs, Silent X starting on the medium compound tyre, Dark Raptor starting on the soft compound, Trevi starting on the softs, Hamilton on the softs, Pluto on the mediums, Callum softs, Thrasher softs, Rapid mediums, let's go Rapid, Hellcat soft, Riles mediums, Riley softs, Josh SO4 soft,
and the rest are just softs.
OPC Patriot softs, and CJ Pants will start on the soft compound of tyre.
So, One favorite for you, Rapaluka, since we don't have much time. One favorite for this race. Who is the one favorite you're looking out for? Jay Riley I mentioned because of Tier 1. He hasn't had the best of luck, but if today he can have good luck today, I think he could do well. Who do you think is one favorite for you today, Rapaluka?
Oh. Well, I've just spilt my drink. Nice. Anyway. I believe
Quickly.
that Trickish Pluto is in the best position.
Gotta say.
Because he... Oh, well, anyway, 5 lights.
Upon us in Abu Dhabi for the finale of Season 1, excuse me. JB Smooth on pole. The lights are already got an amazing start, but Hissy did not get the best of starts. They're going to go 3 wide with the Alfa Romeo.
Oh, Silent. Silent
Contact
had a
is
shocking
made.
start. Callum and Silent made contact. I think that might
And
be
the
clear
Red Bull
damage.
has been spun
Callum's
around. They've been sideways.
Callum's round. Oh, my lord.
Thrasher at the very back. I think he's been spun toward the wall. He has. And it is a mess
Wild.
going up here. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
JB
Davey
Smooth is
in the
out.
barrier.
JB is in the barrier on the right side. They've got to be careful because there's one car already out. And F1 Boy is taking the lead with Silent up in P2. Arsenal keeping a top 5 spot right now. And looking at the back right now, I don't really know too much what happened in that first lap. Here comes Hellcat and Josh and so forth. Both teammates going 3 wide with Harrison.
Silent's going for the lead.
On F1 Boy, Pakistan versus Scotland. Into the chicane for the first time. Side by side coming off the exit of the corner.
Beautiful.
The medium tire is going to really help him right here because this is looking to be a 1 stop for him, but I don't know, it might be a 2 stop to the outside now. Right side, and you see in the background, Hissy and Rapid. Silent around the outside, taking the lead. Amazing job by Silent, already taking the race lead already. Riles up to P9. Riles said he might not be able to stay the whole race, so we're going to see what Riles can do for the time being. Riles already clinching up that championship.
Hellcat.
Getting by Hellcat and Hissy and
Hellcat's
Hamilton.
got,
There's contact. Arsenal off track. And side by side with Josh. So 4, and there's locking up. Ooh.
Oh, Rapid Extreme into 3rd place. Has he got past Arsenal there?
And there's contact again.
Contact.
Arsenal's going to go round. In front of the field. And he sat right in front of the track.
There.
He's got to... Oh, you reset on the track. Oh, and he's going to get hit. Oh, and he's out.
Oh. But that was through only his own fault. That was his fault. He
not really.
From what I saw, he drove into Rapid, but I might be wrong. But F1 Boys round.
Up the hill. Joshua Safor is involved too. They're just melee. And he's gonna pull back in front of the track. Luckily, not hitting anyone else. What does this race turn into so far? Joshua Safor already in the back with damage. But I've got to say, the big shocker out of this, J.S.R. Hamilton might have 13 seconds of penalties, but Rapid Extreme so far on the medium compound, making that work. Let's see the most positions gained. There's definitely going to be a crazy amount of positions gained and lost. Yeah, 11 for Rapid and Riles, 12 for CJ Pants. Remember, CJ Pants still has
down
15.
In 12.
Oh, Callum spun around, up turn 3 and 4.
Oh, Riles making a move.
On Hamilton, here we go into the chicane in Sector 3. Riles down the inside.
Harrison
moved on. Not clear yet.
Oh, they make contact.
And they're in the back. You see Jay Riley and XR Ryan too.
Beautiful move. Yeah, Ryan is indeed.
Here he comes.
I think it's unwise to go for a move here. But Riley makes a mistake.
There's a little bit of lag around Riley,
trying to get around
Ryan's, yeah, he's got to be careful about this. That's something he's got to be mindful of, and he can't just, be like, oh, well, I got to put my way through. I just got to plow my way through.
Oh, Rapid Extreme with the quickest lap of the race there, but if you look at the ERS difference...
Oh my god, my stuff's not pulling up again. That's great.
Astronomical. It's almost a 50% difference between Silent X and Rapid Extreme in the early phases of this race. The top 3 all on mediums, then
between Hellcat and Hamilton right now for P4. Hellcat, this is going to get interesting.
Damage. Oh, he's going for it early. Oh no. They both have an end plate gone. Jay Riley with a full front wing, and XR Ryan with damage. CJ Pants. I can't tell from here whether he has damage. I believe his front wing is A-OK.
Hellcat making a move on Hamilton. This is for P4. Hellcat getting by now, and he's got the spot over Hamilton for P4.
He's got a massive gap.
DJ Pants, even though despite 15 seconds of penalties hitting this race, still a decent amount of positions gained for him. I believe that's 12 from last place.
He's got a chance on Ryan here. He's got a run at Ryan.
They both have the equal amount of ERS, so this is gonna. ERS is not really gonna play a difference too much here. It's just gonna be pretty even. But I've got to say, ooh, he looked like he was gonna cut the corner there. I've got to say, 17 drivers started this race. A lot of incidents did happen.
Yeah. Callum in the pit lane, he's out 20 seconds behind everyone. Not great for him. Obviously, safety car is turned off in these races, so yeah, it'll be tough. But yeah, as you can see, Silent X building up a very sizable advantage for himself. That advantage is looking very, very nice. 3.5 seconds now to his close competitor, Rapid X. All Riles is quick up there.
Now my stuff is hopping on Hamilton.
Oh, Harrison's in the pit lane. Into the pit lane. I think this was a necessary stop. I mean, with damage on the front wing, I think he will go onto the... Oh, he's got another set of soft compound tyres.
Okay, then.
So he's going aggressive.
So, Josh is for getting on Dark Raptor here. This is for P12 that they're gaining on. But F1 Boy has left the session. All right, so 13th right now. 13th place. Thrasher and Josh So4. These two were back around this position in Bahrain. Had some history. Josh So4 was your driver, Rep Lucas, at the time. Those two made contact.
Hissy and this is, I think, the closest battle on track. GSR Hamilton very close to the back on Hissy, 1985. I'm sure he wasn't born in 1985, but maybe he was. Who knows?
He was.
Oh. So he's born. So right now he is 35. So probably the oldest driver on the grid here. Will that experience come off? Will he fight cleanly? Harrison goes to the inside. GSR Hamilton with the DRS. That's a clean move. Easy. Gets it stopped. And he's through. Josh So4, second off.
I gotta say, will the soft runners be able to stay content with everyone at the front with the two-stop?
DJ Pants, 5 seconds.
And I'm not getting penalties, of course. It's only showing certain stuff.
Did you get Jay Riley's penalty?
I'm pausing and unpausing to get it. Yep, I just did now. Just to get it. Hellcat's pitting. Yep.
So his tyres are cooked by the looks of things, or maybe he just wants to get onto those hard compounds as early as possible. What tyres will he be on? Oh, he's changing the front wing.
P12 right now. This is Josh So4 and Dark Raptor for P12. This is a great battle between these two because Dark Raptor, Tier 1, was around this position in Tier 1, and Josh So4 was around this position in Tier 1 also earlier in the season. Here comes Josh So4.
Yeah, and he goes
trying to get down the inside, hitting the back of him. Sideways, off the corner.
It's going to be very close here between Hissy and Hellcat. They exit the pit lane. Yeah, you can see Hissy goes through, and Hellcat, I believe, is now...
Oh, it's going to get close between 04 and Raptor.
Yeah, Josh can probably try and get a switch back here. Raptor sort of moving around a bit.
Inside, and there's a chicane. Down the inside, contact is made.
Oh, that's round. Oh no, he saved it.
He saved it.
Very nice save there.
Not to go all the way around, because if he did, that probably would have affected him a lot. Hellcat does not have DRS on Hissy. So DRS is really effective at this track, I will say. That's a big factor at this track, with it only being two.
You obviously got the double. Yeah.
Yeah, being double DRS is good.
I believe Hellcat will get through here. He's got the DRS. The gap is coming down, but he's not using all of the DRS. Hissy down to 9. There he goes for it. He's quite far back. Gets it stopped. Beautiful move. Oh, CJ Pants, another time penalty. Yellow flag in sector 3.
And he's crashed it out at the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Pluto is gaining on Squid for P6.
Pluto on Squid Jr. He's going for it here. Wow, what a move. Oh, but Squid Jr. has the switchback. Pluto will semi-defend that. Block it off. Nice. Oh, will Squid Jr. go for it now? So Pluto has the 12 second gap to XR Ryan.
Thrasher getting by Dark Raptor.
Riley. Oh, he went over the fat curbs at the, As you can see, Silent X's gap. We haven't really had too much time to talk about him today, because obviously he's just been in a world of his own, but 5.1 seconds, that gap is opening up nicely. Riles 1.62 rapid.
Yeah. That is true. So the thing is, those medium runners, they've got to... I don't know, what they're trying for. If they're trying for the one step, it might work out.
Oh, yellow flag, yellow. Oh, Hissy's round. Oh, is he going to rejoin the track safely? Josh SO4 goes through. Dark Raptor
does rejoin the track safely.
That was a very nice rejoin of the track. Very well done. Very safe.
So, something we've got to remember, Harrison may have already pitted. Riles may have to go at some point, from what we've heard. So we might have a first-time winner today, unless Thrasher does something very spectacular today. I don't know. But that gap between Rapid and Silent is kind of closing down a little bit. I also want to mention, if Riles is not going to be here for the whole race, and think about it, Jay Riley is 17 seconds behind. Hamilton also has a 13-second penalty heading into this race. So that's something that he's got to be careful about, getting a good enough gap ahead of everyone else.
Harrison's closing on Squid Jr.
He would be 10th right now as of the penalties. Abu Dhabi is usually kind of boring, but it's just spaced out right now.
It's anything but boring, I'd say.
It's just really spaced out right now. It's not the most boring race right now. You need to focus on penalties, because I cannot do this. It's just my game. Just F1 2019.
Harrison with the fastest lap of the race there. Very similar ERS to Squid Jr. here. Oh, Squid slides. Oh, again.
Oh, he's going to
Really
hit
struggling.
that curb, because that curb could really screw you up right there, and that could honestly get you out of the race, like we've seen before with people. What that could do.
Yeah. So Harrison now. Oh,
Josh
Josh SO4 retires from the session. Let's have a look.
Up the hill.
That's a mean crash.
Squid has
Harrison
got passed by
is
Hamilton.
past Squid Jr. at the hairpin? Oh no, you must have got past him on the straight.
Maybe at the beginning of the straight, yeah.
Trying to fight back. Will he have the necessary facilities? Nah, I think he'll be too far back. Don't think he has the facility to get past GSR Hamilton here. But he's in none. Oh no, Harrison's up to it. So let's go back
Dark
up to the top.
Raptor and Thrasher. P10. Was there damage there? Was that just something thrown up? That was maybe piece of debris.
He has damage. Dark Raptor does have a damaged left-hand side of his front wing.
I didn't see any on the right side.
Jay Riley, 3-second time penalty. At the moment, lost Trevi in a race of his own, similar with kind of.
Dark Raptor does go off the racetrack. That was pretty close.
Raptor's on.
I think he was for a minute. OPC Patriot close to Hissy. This is for P12. Look at this. Hissy does go wide. Patriot trying to take advantage. Two people pit, Jay Riley and XR Ryan.
So Ryan has changed his front wing as well, I believe. Yeah, the Scotsman.
Oh, Hissy! Off the racetrack.
changed.
He got sideways there. OPC Patriot. OPC Patriot's left the session.
Oh, side by side, OPC Patriot. Oh. His car is revving the engine out like crazy. Something's not right. His car is in a world of its own.
Well,
So
yeah,
Ryan,
because OPC
on
Patriot has
another
left the
set.
session. So make sure you invite OPC Patriot back to the session. He's just got back online. Rapid has got passed by Riles for P2 now. Rapid Lucas, look at your Discord. What I messaged. So for P2, Riles has got by, but like I said, Riles didn't know if he was going to be able to stay for the whole race or not. If he was able to, is this going to help him maybe get another win for Racing Point and make it 8 of 13 wins during the season? And still a battle for P6 between Hellcat and Squid, going back and forth at it.
You got my response, dude.
Oh man, that was funny. Still, close gap with DRS for Squid, Hellcat, and Riley, and Rapid and Riles for P2 and P3, and P6 to P8. Now Hamilton has got close to Pluto now.
He has a 3-second time penalty.
Okay, well, my penalties aren't even updating. Yep.
Yeah, he just got one like literally 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, make sure you invite OPC Patriot back to the session, just so
Yeah, sure.
I try. Oh, Riley and Squid into turn 1. Riley's gonna get the advantage. Riley does get by.
Oh, ABC Patriots back.
Yep.
Back. Lost
Yellow
Trevi.
flag. Squid Jr.'s out.
Oh, Squid's out. Squid's out.
That's up the hill.
Same place as Josh SO4. Exactly the same location. Oh, Harrison is closing on Pluto. He's going for it down the inside.
P4. Remember, Harrison does have penalties coming into this race, so, you know, obviously with Harrison, he's got to extend that gap. He's got to make sure he is far ahead of everyone else. Remember, F1 driver had 10 seconds worth of penalties into Austria, and he got that win even off of penalties. On track and off of penalties. Side by side for 4th.
Pluto with only 20% ERF, Harrison with 60. So. Oh, Riles is in. Into the pit lane for GSR Riles. I don't know, is he retiring or is he actually making a pit stop? His pit crew aren't there. Oh, that's just a visual bug.
Yeah, that might be a bug. That does happen sometimes. Pluto is coming in. Hamilton going to get the advantage. Is Hamilton going to come out ahead of Riles? I do not know, because this is going to be close between the two. Riles should come out ahead, but yeah, I think Riles is going to come out ahead. He will. Was going to be close.
Well, actually, Harrison will be in striking range because I believe that Riles is... Wait, let me check the tyres. Yeah, Riles is on another fresh set of medium compound tyres.
So he's going to have to pit again. Maybe softs at the end from what it's looking like.
Yeah, well, otherwise he'd have to go on hard, which wouldn't make sense. So I think he's just going to try to drag these out and then...
And this is just an expectation of what we'll see for tomorrow's race for Tier 1, for the finale. Championship battle between DW and Rapid Lucas still happening, and it is still going on. Obviously, a lot of things can happen. Anything could really just... Anything could shake up at any moment because it is a 3-point gap between first and second for that championship. Rep Extreme does run off the racetrack right there. He's going to lose time to Silent. Silent did pick up a penalty. Yeah. I gotta say, Silent was one of my favorites to watch. So, depending on penalties, he might be able to do this. And we might be able to talk to him after the race if he does win this race. We'll be talking to a lot of people after the race. If anyone doesn't know, Silent's usually the one who uploads the races to the YouTube, or Rapid is pitting. He's the one who uploads the race to the YouTube. He does some of the, well, most of the hot laps, at least when he is not ill or anything else. Rapid does go on to mediums again. So, softs to the end, maybe? We'll see. I don't know. I think
Hamilton's
that...
in.
Hamilton in again, and it's going to probably be hards or mediums. I don't know which one we're going to see right now. It will be mediums. That is his second stop of the race. And J. Riley's close to Hellcat.
3 times. Look at the difference between ERS, look at the difference of ERS between Riley and Hellcat.
100% and 62%. That is incredibly different. Riley's going to be able to use a lot of it. Watch this on the straight. He's going to gain an advantage if he can use the slipstream, but he's going to be able to use the DRS for sure. Here it comes into the chicane. Is Riley going to try for a move down the inside?
Oh, very nice.
He goes wide into him. Oh, that's lag. Okay, then. I am not sure what I experienced there.
Riley's let him go.
Trevi, and out! Out of the race from contact with Patriot. Trevi is out.
Same place, same corner up top of the hill, I believe.
Yeah, that's been the third person who's died up there. And Silent is pitting.
Oh, Silent's in.
Is Silent going to go for another pair of mediums? What is? Yeah, he's going to go for another pair of mediums.
Yeah, it seems like that's the favoured strategy, to go for the medium compound tyre and then once again the medium compound tyre. Which I don't quite understand that decision because you can stretch softs, but I suppose they don't want to risk it. Tier 2 drivers, maybe they don't believe that their time management is good enough, or maybe just purely this is the better strategy. It just depends on.
Oh, Riley on the back of Hellcat. Is Hellcat disconnected or someone's just lagging? Yeah, imagine being third in the world at some tracks. Jay Riley and Hellcat side by side. Yeah, can never be me either.
I think he should wait here.
Yeah, he might go down the inside this time, but is it gonna work? He's gonna get in front of him. That was a great move. And I know.
Yeah, but you see, Hellcat's now gonna have
DRS. Yeah.
Oh, yellow. Oh, and that's
XR Ryan.
Ryan's round.
And that was right in front of Hamilton. Coincidence right there.
He's broken the left-hand side of his front wing. It's smashed. Oh, Hellcat coming at Riley. Can he get it? Around the outside. Oh, he's trying to.
Not going to be there for the exit, but he's going to be there for DRS one more time. Hamilton close to Pluto. Onto the hards Pluto goes.
Whoa,
and down the inside.
Yep, Harrison's through. His tyres are one lap fresher, and obviously this is off the compound. Oh, CJ Pants has left position, but he had
left in the race. Still
Pluto.
Halfway yet to be reached. Down the inside this time. Into the chicane. It's going to work, but Hamilton's going to try for the switchback. Is it going to work through here? And we're making contact. It is just going to work, but to the switchback. Pluto goes. These two made contact in the last race, and these two have been battling pretty hard. Pluto's going to get the advantage over Harrison. Make sure you invite OPC Patriot back again, because he has left the session. So that gap between Riles and Silent, 4.3 seconds. Let's check penalties. Silent, penalty. Riles, just a warning. Rapid, 3 warnings. Jay Riley, 3 penalties. Hellcat, a penalty. So that is what the top 5 looks like based off of penalties right now, as Riles did set the fastest lap of the race. Hamilton and Pluto are still close one more time. Here they go. Oh, Harrison!
Oh, Harrison's over the bump.
Bouncing over the curbs. So Ryan pits. Now he's going to have DRS in the back straight, but look at the ERS difference. A total of 50%. Thrasher's out.
Yellow,
and it's in that same spot.
Same spot.
That has been the curse of 4 drivers. I want to say, Friday the 13th was yesterday. Here comes Harrison down the inside again. On Pluto's going to get the advantage. Pluto's going to try for the switchback. Going to get DRS this time.
Oh, but Pluto messes up the exit.
Make sure you invite OPC Patriot back.
Is he close enough? He's gaining with the Toad, but I don't think he will have the facilities unless he goes for a crazy... No chance. The gap between Jay Riley and Hellcat's opening up nicely now.
Agreed. Whoever said shut up in the chat, I agree. That chat is pretty annoying. Oh my god. But, yeah, make sure OPC Patriot does come back to
I have invited him, but...
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I want to make a quick honourable mention for a driver of mine, Rapid Extreme. I think this is a fantastic race so far for him. At the end of this lap, we will cross the halfway point in the race, and yeah, Rapid's doing a very good job so far. Riles catching Silent, but very marginally, not big things.
I'm not responding to the chat after what's happened in there today. No way.
Wait, is it main chat or what is it?
No, just the stream chat. Either way, I want to mention something. I mentioned this yesterday in the GSR. I mentioned this yesterday in the GSR stream. The coronavirus. You know, what is this world coming to at this point? I've got to ask that. Like at this point, I mean, you've had the swine flu, you've had everything else, but I mean, it's the fact the media have been so involved. I'm not sure what it's like. I'm gonna get Trevi in here. I'm gonna see what this is here. Make the lap racing Trevi in the party.
Yeah, I just saw the Arsenal and Rapid clip. That is definitely Callum's fault. He just drove into the side of the Haas. So
I will
CC
be checking right
Hellcat,
now.
Riley, Rapid.
A lot of people did say it was his
Rapid
fault, so I'll be
Extreme,
checking.
his gap. Yeah, continue. Sweet.
Yeah, I'll be checking that clip, but I want to mention, Hissy with a good run, Hellcat still with a good run, Jay Riley, you know, yeah, I did invite you, Trevi. Can you invite Trevi to the party? Lost Trevi 08. So, yeah, Hamilton, penalty. But Rapids had a good run today. Riles may not be winning the race, but, I mean, I gotta say, he's had a rough week. He's had a rough week,
How many,
I gotta say, and I know what it's been like with him, because I've talked to him.
How many capitals are there in the loss?
Just the L. And then the Trevi is just the T. Yeah, bias Rafa, yeah, I agree. Always mentioning Rafa.
Of course. No, but...
No, I mean, he has had a good run today, and still, you know, at the 24 number this whole season, as Dark Raptor does pit, as Hissy will overtake him. You know, I gotta say, with the whole stuff with Rapid, he's done a decent job today, and I mean, for him, oh yeah, that is Arsenal's fault there, yeah, that was his fault. But Junior's left his session, he's no longer in the race. Trevi, what is up?
How's
Already
it going,
out of the
boys?
race. Make sure you include your audio.
I did that already, mate.
Yeah, tough end of the season, though. You're still probably going to finish around the top 5, or at least close to the top 5 in points. What do you got to say about your season?
Honestly, I thought, because I know I could have been still running right now. OPC Patriots car is, even while you're watching it, you can hear the engine's not running right at all. And I don't think he's in the session, and his AI is just driving around and caused me to crash. I clipped it, and I'll send it later on, but it sucks. And I was ready to race this race too, and oh well.
Well, I mean, it is the tough end of the season, but it is also a good end of the season to get you in the commentary booth. This Hellcat does go... I don't even know what's going on. I don't even want to ask, but... Trevi. Got some fans in chat, I guess. So, this grid... Silent started from 6th. Riles started from 15th. Rapid started from 13th. So far, everyone has pitted for at least, I would say, one stop here, it looks like. At least one stop already.
For one.
At least
Everyone's
one.
pitted.
Oh, I could check
Yeah.
now. Yeah, one stop in the top 5. Yep. Yep. As XR Ryan does get by Hissy there. Hissy is pitting.
Due to the fact that Ryan, XR Ryan is the only, Pluto is the only car I believe who will be going to the end. I believe XR Ryan will also be able to go to the end, but that will be tight for him. So and everyone else has to make another stop in this Grand Prix.
Yeah, so with the stop being around 25 seconds for pit, well, 22 I think it is, for pit stop, he should come out around the podium spot for Pluto if everyone has to pit one more time. Obviously, Silent's gonna have to pit here again. He's gonna go softs to the end. I know what he's gonna do. Not sure though. What this is gonna look like by the end of the race though. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Hellcat's definitely gonna pit soon. Callum does pit already. Top 10's looking pretty interesting. Obviously, it is feature race points, and for anyone wanting me to answer anything in chat, I'm not really gonna answer anything in chat. Unless it's a question about the race or the league right now. Just of how the stuff is going down in there. But I want to talk since this race is kind of... Oh, Hellcat is pitting. I want to talk since this race is kind of getting a little bit spread out. And we are coming up to a lap car of OPC. No, that's Hissy we're coming up to. Silent. I want to talk to you guys about something. Coronavirus. What are your thoughts on it? What do you think about sporting events being canceled? And, I hate getting into politics, obviously, but is it worse than SARS, Ebola, and the swine flu? Trevi, you can go first. What do you think? If you're even...
Honestly, it's just the flu, man. Honestly, and all people are overreacting, buying everything. It's just really so stupid seeing how people are acting. And I realized, because I've been seeing stuff going around like, oh, how about back in November, December when people were out sick for three to 4 weeks back then, and I realized Yeah, I had a fever and a cough for like three straight weeks back then, and I was like, shit, I don't know, maybe I already had it too. So that's why I was like, I don't want to give a shit. I mean, well, excuse, damn it. But yeah, it's like it happens, man. I mean, if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it. It's not like the end of the world. Just make
Right.
sure you wash your hands and stuff. I mean, people buying all this toilet paper and water. Calm down. It's not fucking World War III yet.
Yeah, but do consider that if a 70 plus aged person gets it with an underlying health condition such as asthma or something else, then they're going to die.
Definitely there.
Put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel?
Oh, definitely. I mean, they have to take even more precautions than just say like us. We are all, of course. I mean, I've seen posts in like my community page I'm in because I found out it's a lot helpful and seeing what's going on in the community that people are offering to I'll get your groceries and stuff like that just so they don't have to. I mean, it probably sucks they don't want to leave their house or whatever. They don't want to stay inside, but I mean, sometimes you have to take the necessary precautions in order to stay healthy and stuff like that.
He said it or whatever. I gotta respond to that. Yeah, it's good or whatever. Anyways, AI car versus Callan here. P11. Callan did kind of cut the track there, but Silent is coming up onto another car. I've got to say, Silent, as soon as he took the lead back at around lap 3, I want to say, around lap 2, whenever stuff happened, he's kept it ever since. He's not really like lost it. He's just kept the lead, and he's been so good over Riles. He's maintained that gap, but they're gonna have to pit again, and I wonder where they're gonna come out compared to Pluto. I think they're gonna come out ahead. But remember, Hamilton also has 13 seconds worth of penalties heading into this weekend from incidents from last week. Yeah, Trevi is commentating. Jay Riley pits for I think it's gonna be softs here to the end. Probably will be. No, it's gonna be mediums. Looks like.
Set of mediums.
So also, and he has to wait for the McLaren. He has
He's
to wait
serving the 5-second stop.
Oh, okay. Or
Riley and Hamilton are both in the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, with
Harrison.
Hamilton's 13 seconds worth of penalties that he had coming into this weekend, how much is he going to have to push to keep a good gap and get a good place in the championship by the end of the race, and still keep decent position for the end of the season?
Well, it's
gonna
going to be pretty tough for him, considering the fact that 13 seconds of penalties right now would drop him no positions, but any position that he gains, so if he overtakes Riley and Hellcat, he'll still finish in the same position because I don't think he'll have the enough pace to pull out a necessary gap.
Yeah,
Definitely, yeah. It looks like he's going to take a P7 today's race, no matter what the worst case, unless he ends up crashing out, which is, of course, even worst case scenario. But yeah, it looks like he's going to secure a P7 no matter what.
As you can see,
look who's sleeping here in this position. Rapid Extreme, he's closing in on Riles. I've got to say, I know you mentioned him a lot, Rapid Lucas, but he's actually closing in here on Riles somewhat. I don't know what penalties look like right now. I believe Riles has just 2 warnings. No, 1 warning. Rapid has a penalty, but, you know, with pit stops, with the undercut, the overcut, you know, anything could really change here in these last laps. He's gained a little bit here on Riles. Is Riles not pushing a lot?
I believe Riles
what's
is damaged. I think no, something's wrong with Riles. He's losing. Is he an AI
I'm gonna
mode?
assume. You know what I'm gonna assume?
Riles has no penalties.
Yeah, Riles does have no penalties. So I'm gonna assume.
Silent X has 1 penalty right now.
I believe
Rapid
AI mode.
has 1 penalty.
Yeah, he
I
might
think
be an
Riles is
AI,
an
or he
AI.
might Yeah, I think he's an AI. He looks like he is. So Riles might get a DNR here, and if so, that might put Pluto up to a podium spot by chance. Yeah, Riles said he did have to go in AI, but hopefully he does return. So Rapid
I don't
could take his
think
best finish.
he's an
I don't
AI.
know. You know, it's gonna all depend on penalties, and Silent does have a penalty.
Silent has
Rapid
1 and
a
Rapid
penalty.
has 1.
Yeah, so it's even between them. But if they start to track extend just to pull a bigger gap, or Rapid tries to catch Riles a lot more, what's going to happen out of this? I think Riles is back to the session. I think he is. I don't know. I can't really tell. It is set to 55 AI, I believe. And Silent is in.
I believe
Riles,
this
is he
soft
in?
compounds.
No.
Yes, I can see the
Yeah, that's
Mercedes
yep.
crew
That's
has the soft
yep.
compounds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was assuming with him pinning later. That's what I thought it would be, and he could go for fastest lap. Fastest lap, by the way, is Riles right now with a 1:39.1.
Will he be ahead of Pluto? Is the big question.
Oh, he should
Yeah,
be.
he's
Oh,
He's
easily,
hard.
easily, yeah. Pluto's
Pluto
barely
may have
getting
crashed.
ready to come in the second to last corner.
Yeah, Pluto's just been so far back. I don't know if he's had issues or not, but Hamilton gaining on Hellcat now. This is something's going
The
on.
flags. Is that Silent? No, I believe it's OPC Patriot.
Might be.
So it was yellow. Oh, Harrison on Hellcat. I think
Hellcat
Hellcat
straight
might
away
have a
gets
problem.
P5.
JSR Hamilton fastest lap, boys. I think it was 137.
137, yeah. No, in the mediums. Now
Yeah,
Silent. can he
137.
beat that? Like I mentioned, I was not wrong about Silent from what I said. He's having the pace for a podium today, and if this works out, he might get his first win of the season, and we might see a first-time winner, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rapid Extreme is closing the gap to GSR Riles. That gap went down from about 7 seconds to 1.7, and he's still catching. This
is the battle for
Riles
P2 right now. Rapid has a penalty. Riles has nothing. He has just a warning. This is the battle. Rapid does go wide. That's going to affect him. Yeah, that's going to affect him a little bit. I don't think it's going to affect him too much. Hellcat is still close to Harrison.
Riles' ERS bar.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, Riles is on 11 lap mediums, and Rapid's on 10 lap mediums.
And-
Oh, Rapid! Oh,
Oof.
that was so good.
I saw the
Oh
end
my
of
God, he
that one.
almost lost it.
You can't count anyone out at this point. You never know what could happen. Silent is gaining, yet fastest lap is looking much closer and closer for the Scottish driver. I've got to say, when I came in this,
Riles is behind Harrison and Hellcat. What has happened? Oh, he's something. Did he have a screen freeze or? I
don't know.
remember.
That's what he's had the past few races. But if he could just manage some points out of this, I think that'd be a good day for him after what's happened this whole season after he came in.
Harrison
Rapid.
catching Pluto at a rate of knots.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Right now, he's going to be 7th, unless he could just extend a 13-second gap to Riley, which I think is nearly impossible.
Obviously, Rapid and Riles both still
Hamilton.
Don't forget they started on the medium compound.
He's up to like a 7.5 seconds over Jay Riley. JSR Hamilton is. So he's gonna be trying to push it, I'm assuming. But
Yeah, he's gonna have to if he wants P6 out of this, or to keep P7 or whatever. From the looks of it, to keep P6 over P7. I think that's what he wants. But Rapid's losing the gap to Riles. Riles, will he come in this time, or will he go the rest of the race? That's a good question. Actually.
Nah, he has to
Will
come in.
Riles-
He has to come in because he's used 2 sets of mediums.
Oh yeah, that is true. Same with Rapid, I believe. That is true.
Yeah, they both have to come
So
in.
they're gonna have to come in.
definitely.
I think Riles is coming in this lap.
Riles coming in this time.
Riles.
Yep.
Rapid, is he gonna come in this time?
What's-
No, he's gonna stay
Rapid's
out.
gonna stay out one more lap.
I don't think that was a smart decision by Rapid. I think this lap would have been better. I know he wants to try to do something different than Riles, but I gotta say, you know, that's
He already
the thing
got
with
silent
him.
on his bumper almost too already.
Yeah.
On his gearbox.
That's the thing. You know, Rapid lost time there to him, so he's gonna have to do something different. And I understand. I
Riles
respect
going on the
his decision.
softs.
It's gonna be ahead of Pluto here. It's gonna be P3.
Oh, yellow.
That's Callum
Oh, GSR Callum's out. Where is that? Is that
Same
at
spot.
the
Same spot.
famous- Same spot.
You know
yeah,
what? That's
it's like in the sector 1. Yep.
you know what? Oh,
Again, the
silent for the
same-
lead. I'm gonna say, you know, I know NASCAR has
he's
Charlotte
true.
Roval turn 1, the heartburn turn. I'm gonna name that right now just for the Tier 1 race tomorrow, the heartburn turn. I'm just telling you right now, that's where death is gonna be tomorrow. That's all I gotta say. Someone's gonna cause a major crash up there, and that's gonna cause a safety car. Who knows? So Rapid does have to
Rapid's
pit again.
losing.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of time. He can't stay out any much longer. He has good ERS compared to a lot of other guys. Hamilton close to Pluto. So that gap between Jay Riley and Hamilton is about 9.5 seconds. So if he could just do it,
Almost
he might
10,
be able
yeah.
to, he might be able to keep that gap for P6.
But
Being
he's
in Pluto's
4 tenths
DRS does
behind
help.
Pluto.
Yeah, that does help. Being in his DRS, that's the major factor, I'd say. Yeah.
Rapid stays out again.
Wow. He's staying out one more lap.
Yeah, it's
He's
not
not
good
I
for
don't know if
him.
he knows.
Just hurting him.
Yellow flag.
Yellow
It's
flag.
Hamilton. Hamilton into the wall.
He's round. His race is
he's
over.
gonna
He's got
get-
no front wing, and he's
He
retired.
just retired.
Implications for him for keeping a good spot in points. He might get passed by a lot of people now. And Hellcat,
Oh,
I will say,
definitely. Pluto
if
3 seconds
this-
time penalty.
if this stays the way it is and Rapid doesn't get somehow a win out of this or something, which is not going to happen by the looks of it, it looks like that. It looks like, you know, Hellcat's going to stay P2 in the standings. And OPC Patriots
Hellcat's
probably
up
going to
to
be hit
4th.
with,
He got past Pluto.
OPC Patriots probably going to be hit with a DNR here. So Hamilton is probably going to be P10 by the looks of it. So he might get a point out of this, but it's not going to be much. But it is Pluto, Jay Riley, and Hellcat very close to each other. We saw, I mean, at least GSR the way it was last season in the season finale. Safety cars after safety cars after safety cars for Tier
Rapid
2
extreme
and Tier 1.
3 second penalty.
That is going to be crucial. Especially when he does come out of the pits. Yeah, he's going to have to pit this time or else it's not going to work. It's just not going to work for him.
Either way,
these tires are.
He's got 25 seconds back to Hellcat right now. So he could possibly lose out on a podium depending on how far he comes back out after pits.
And he could have been maybe just within striking distance of Riles, and he has to come in.
Yeah,
this
but now
time.
he's coming. Yeah.
I was gonna say if he makes it though, he didn't look like he was gonna make it to the pits that time. At least for a moment.
Here comes
Speed,
Ryan.
speed. I believe that Rapid Extreme sped into the pit lane. Yes.
Riles does get the fastest
Oh
lap.
yeah.
Rapid. No, just a penalty.
He got.
No, just a
He
penalty.
got just a regular
penalty. Yep.
So Rapid's coming
Where
out
is
now and
Hellcat?
Yeah,
on
this
the
is gonna
front
be close.
stretch.
It's gonna be close because Hellcat's gonna have to gain on Rapid here. This is gonna be for podium. Penalties will
Rapid's
matter.
on
Let me look
sauce.
at penalties. Rapid has 2 penalties. Hellcat has 1 penalty.
So it's 3 second
Yeah,
gap.
but the gap's already
It's gonna be
3
close.
seconds.
Yeah, that is gonna be pretty close. Pluto does pit for sauce
Oh,
for the end,
Pluto's onto soft.
and
Yeah, he
he
might as
will
well, he's got
keep
nothing to lose.
6th. Yeah, that's what it looks like right now. But I gotta mention today, GSR Silent, a dominating performance today. Riles not in the best of his games, but to get a podium out of this, I think was good for him. After the week he's been through, I know he's not been through the best of weeks, and you know, not everyone usually is sometimes, and you know, usually that helps someone maybe get better in a way during that weekend. But you know, it is race 13, Friday the 13th weekend, so obviously that's why you probably have at least 10 drivers left, 10 drivers out as of right now. Rapid just gotta keep a good gap and not get another penalty, because if he does, he's gonna be right behind Hellcat, and he could possibly be behind Jay Riley if worse comes to worse.
Silent. This has been, I think, the drive of the season.
I think
in
so.
my opinion.
I agree with
I
that.
mean, we've had dominant performances from Riles, but not like this. 13.5 seconds
No.
gaining. Obviously, Rapid Extreme was 1 point something-ish seconds or 2 point something seconds off Riles before the stop. Look at the gap now, 12.8 seconds. That is a big, big gap.
I hope Rapid's just trying for fastest lap at this point, because if he does, he's gonna just get the advantage out of that, and that's gonna be the only thing he gets the advantage out of at this point, and that's the only thing he can get an extra point for, because he had a chance at Riles, but he just wasted that opportunity, in my opinion. He should have put it the same lap as soon as he saw Riles pitting. He should have just said, you know what, I'm going to the pits. Those tires would have lasted. They would. I think they would have easily lasted, in my own opinion. But from what we've seen so far in this league, Mercedes has actually yet to win. After today, if Mercedes does take the win, Red Bull and Williams are the only teams yet to win.
Hey, keep your mouth quiet over there, you know.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say. That's what it looks like if it stays the way it is. If it stays the way it is, that's an if situation. But Silent is coming to 2 laps to go this time. Spread out field. Well, Tier 1 tomorrow and Tier 2 next season. I want to talk about Tier 2 next season right now. Okay, he doesn't have fastest lap. Tier 2 team chart next season. So, in Tier 2 schedule, Abu Dhabi looks like when Jay Riley does pick up a penalty, that's not going to get his chances any better at getting 4th. I've got to say, Abu Dhabi starts his preseason next season. Then we have France, Bahrain, Singapore, Australia, Spain, Hungary, Austria, Britain, Italy, and then Germany, USA, and Brazil for next season. I've got to say, and this with the team chart right now, there is 7, 9, 11, 12, 15 confirmed drivers. Hellcat and XR Ryan go to Ferrari with Ricochet from the looks of it right now. Riles yet to have a teammate at Red Bull. Trevi, you're at Haas as of right now with no teammate. Silent looks to go to Racing Point with Iron X, and F1 Boy going to be teaming up with him from the looks of it as of right now. And then you have Pluto and Callum at McLaren. Remember, I gotta say, Bama, Alabama Outlaw, he won the championship with his team with Racing Point this season for the constructors. Based off of what we've seen this season, he's been smart with his choices for teammates. You know, he got to a point where it was an underdog team for Tier 1, but he's got Felipe and himself in Tier 1 spots, so that's going to be pretty interesting to see. Dominant Square owns a team at Renault with Doug Raptor and Jay Riley, Arsenal at Alfa Romeo, Thrasher and Davis at Toro Rosso, Hamilton and Rapid Extreme at Williams for next season.
The last
final lap is out for Silent. You know, Riles might be gaining now, but this has got to be the drive of the season, I got to say. You know, I think there were still good drives of the season that we've had. Hellcat at USA. Riles, he's had some impressive drives here and there. I think my drive at Britain was pretty good, but not the best, for sure. Not being biased, obviously. And I think Callum's drive at Austria. I don't know. Look at everyone. Look at what everyone's saying in chat right now. Oh, dude, Rapaluca's biased. That's Can I get a hashtag biased Rapalucas in the chat? No, 11 seconds though. This gap has been incredible. I know the penalties. You know, only 3 seconds for Silent. Thrasher's left the session. Riles, yeah, only 2 warnings for him. He's really pushing it, but Jay Riley's out. And that is near the heartburn turn.
So that means,
no way.
I think up to Dark Raptor will be able to get it up to position. Up to the Dark Raptor at least, minimum.
Look at the gap between Riles and Silent. He's opening it back up.
Ryan bias, there we go. Yeah. Silent, I want to mention, he came into this league. Scottish driver, you don't see many Scottish drivers put on a performance like this. I gotta say, some Scottish drivers are just usually mediocre from what I see. Graphic designer in the league, YouTube editor. I've gotta say, this Mercedes team has not had the best luck this season, but this time they get to keep the win for the first time. GSR Silent is victorious in Abu Dhabi.
You know what? I want to say I believe I was the first one to buy his merchandise too. I want to say I believe I was. I don't know if it. Okay, he comes up. Thumbs out on top over GSR Riles.
And keep the applause going for GSR Riles. Keep the applause going for the champion of Tier 2
of the world. I've got to say, Mercedes
Rapid will take the podium in the final race in Abu Dhabi here.
Very nice. P4. Good run for him. Pluto's going to take P5. I've got to say, Mercedes have been through a lot this season. Polo and Norris, they're so far down in the standings. They've had so much bad luck. The Tier 2 side hasn't been that bad, but Silent has had so much bad luck this season. Pluto takes P5 at the line. They've had so much bad luck. Callum, he had the race won in Austria. A controversial move with the brake check and the stopping there. Yeah, that got the win taken away. He got podiums. They had 4 podiums, 4 P3s, but now Mercedes now gets to celebrate for the first time, and they get to keep it. Dark Raptor into the wall. XR Ryan's gonna cross the line, P6. I think we need to get Silent in here. That was just a beautiful drive. I think, you know, that deserves drive of the season. I for sure. By far. Dark Raptor might do some donuts here. We'll see. Yep, he is going to do some donuts, I think. He is going to do some donuts. Yeah, there you go. Red Bull ends
End
off
the
the
season
pretty
off
well.
right.
Yeah, that is right. Doing a little bit of a donut there for the Ireland driver. P7 for him. Got P4 a few points this season. Congratulations to GSR Silent winning. Congratulations to GSR Riles. And congratulations to Racing Point for being champions this season. Congratulations to GSR Riles. Congratulations to Rapid for another podium, another P3 this season. Really impressive run by him, I gotta say. Rapid, you know, maybe not, but I gotta say, the whole race sticking at P3, at times that he's shown he really didn't deserve it too much. At least, at least some parts of the race he showed that today he earns a P3. I think we need to get some here in just a minute. Talk about the race. Longest tier 2 stream we were gonna have. What a race. Not the best of races, but what a race, at least of memorable ones, I gotta say.
Yeah, I've already invited him, but he has not joined as of yet. Maybe
Raleigh will take P8 on the last lap. Hamilton will take P10 off of everything else. Think about that. Hamilton would have had at least that's what 8 seconds worth of penalties, including his ones. Congratulations to GSR Silent. Congratulations to Jim Ross. And also, that's the first 1-2 for the GSR gamer tags, I believe, this season. So it's pretty interesting to see too. Silent's been invited. Silent's gonna join.
He has joined.
Silent, make sure you include your audio in the party. Make sure it is actually included. Silent, from P6 to P1, I gotta say, I think that's the best tier 2 driver we've seen yet. Silent, congratulations on the win. What have you got to say about today's race and today's season that we've had? If you are there and if you do have your mic not muted. 2 seconds. Okay. I will wait for that. Trevi, I want to say good season. Good season, though, from everyone, and especially you at tier 2.
Silence here.
Keeping a cool head during the season.
Or to hopefully
Silent,
get
are you
into
there?
the commentating booth
yeah.
next season with you guys.
Have you included your audio?
Have you included your audio, Silent?
Yeah.
Alright, good. I've got to say, when you came in this league as graphic designer and got put mid-season around there to that position, and not only that, you have been the hot lap editor for YouTube. You've really had just a bad season for you. But to end the season off with a win, what have you got to say about that today?
Well, I had to wait until the end, of course I did, but like, I think it just proves like that our team owners should like look for me and like try and get me, and I can prove a point that I am actually fast instead of like just being the boy at the back or crashing like week in, week out.
Now, you will be continuing next season with Racing Point with that F1 boy, with GSRX being the team owner. How confident do you feel about the next season?
I'm really confident and I'm looking forward to working with F1 boy. Got a great team leader, so yeah, hopefully win both championships.
You've had not the best of seasons, like I did mention. Britain, you maybe had the chance to win. You had pole in Britain. I believe you had pole in Germany. You had chances there, and you crashed out on the first lap.
Yeah.
You know, I mentioned race 13, Friday the 13th weekend. This is giving you some good luck. This is giving you some confidence for next season. How do you feel about that? Even though those races you may have should have won, now I guess you got some confidence. How do you feel?
Yeah.
Heading next season.
I think I need to show confidence and consistency for this race just to show what I can do for next season. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next season and hopefully I can be up there.
I want to mention at the beginning of the season, USA and Canada. USA, you didn't look like the fastest driver. You looked like you had the chance at Riles, but you didn't look like you were the guy who could definitely beat him on a daily basis or a weekly basis.
Yeah.
And then Canada, you got yourself close to win with the Wall of Champions. You had a possible win, possible podium into Canada. You know, I know last race of the season, you turned it on. You did it. You know, I know that's gonna sound wrong. I know I'm gonna get mean for it, but you got it. You got it at the right moment. You got it at the last race of the season. I know you would say yes to this, but don't you wish you could have done this at the beginning of the season and maybe had a chance at Riles? And do you think if you had this luck at the beginning of the season, do you think you could have beat Riles for the championship or contended with him?
I could have contended with him. I feel that, but I think Riles just has the overall pace and consistency to win it week in, week out. But like, yeah, it would have been fun. I reckon I would have challenged him, but yeah, he would have won easily, probably.
Well, I mean, you got that merch site set up. I mean, you got some for the champion tomorrow. Whoever could be DW, Rapalucas, who knows? Because you know, DW could be showing up after the cancellation of his trip to Austria. Or will you be looking forward to that one and seeing who's crowned champion?
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching it tomorrow. And yeah, I'll hopefully get the merchandise out to them before all this coronavirus stuff ruins.
Oh my god. Yeah, don't even get me started, man. Oh my god. Trevi, Rapalucas, any questions for today's race winner?
Yeah, I would like to say congratulations on setting up the merch store. Everything in there looks absolutely amazing. You've done a fantastic job, and for your age and the facilities that you have, you have done a splendid job.
Oh my god, that's gonna get me down too much, man.
I would like
Get some
to,
facilities there, big man.
Yeah, of course. The big man's got the facilities now, and yeah, I hope you make plenty of money off it. You should. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Now, my question for you is... next season, you will be here from the beginning. You'll be in the Racing Point alongside F1 boy who did crash today. But of course, this is a very challenging track. How do you think that next season will go? Do you think you have the chance to fight with Riles, Harrison, and Pluto, or do you think that they're just a bit too fast for you?
Well, I'm not sure. I like the 50% race format, like, better, first off, so that's probably how I've won today, but, yeah, I think I'll be able to challenge them, but, yeah, I'll hopefully be up there.
Oh, we'll have the memes ready for you for the 50% all races, how you do there, and the 25% races. We'll have the memes ready. I'll make sure that's ready. But congratulations on the win today. We don't really have too much time left. We have about another 3 to 5 minutes before I have to go start the stream for GSR Tier 3. But I want to ask the history of Scottish drivers in this league. You have Hissy. He's midfield pace. XR Ryan. He's around your pace. He's pretty fast. AMS Bianchi, we know what happened to him. We don't want to go there. But, you know, we've seen with Scottish drivers, like you guys have had the pace, but there's always something like a curse that always goes on, or something just weird with you guys, that just, you guys have the pace or have the chance to do well, but it just never happens. What does it prove to the other Scottish drivers in league racing, and just in general here, in this league, that hey, I won before you guys did. You know, that's impressive. What do you gotta? What do you prove to them now?
I don't know really, but like they're all mates of mine. Like not in real life, but I know them like more, and like other people obviously, like you lot in America and stuff. But like, yeah, I'm not sure. Screw them, I guess.
Trevi, do you have any questions for GSR Silent?
I just want to say congrats on the win again today, man, and like, hey, congrats on that store. Like I said, hopefully I was the first. If not, I don't care. I still bought merch. That's just getting it work. Help get the store rolling off its feet. That's how it works.
Yeah. Try to
Just
get that
Riles.
to you on Wednesday.
Season
sure,
1
man.
champion will be running.
We invite Rap as well. Is that
Yes,
possibility?
Rapid Extreme too. Yep. We'll get
Okay,
the
I
whole
shall-
podium in here.
Will
Okay.
do.
I'll just stay in here.
All right, yeah. You can stay in here with your mic muted. That's fine.
I'll
Yeah,
hang
we
in
got a little
tight.
bit more time left for a few more post-race interviews, but can't really do too long. Rapid Extreme had already. Rapid Extreme, make sure you include your audio. I know you would have preferred. Make sure it is actually included though. I know you would have preferred your season to. I know you would have preferred your season to end a little bit better, maybe with a second place finish that you saw a possible chance of. What happened with the strategy late in the race, and what happened there? And by the way, congrats on third.
The strategy was that I want to try to gamble like I did in season 1 or the old league. I was trying to gamble on the softs, and I want to try to see how long I can stretch through them because Jeff, I keep on going for a check how many seconds and check the penalties. If I did pit, I could have won it if I don't lose the back end. Because I want to try to stretch my mediums out so bad that I can maybe catch up to Riles. But I got the...
I gotta ask you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't know you were still talking.
My bad. What I was trying to continue is that I got the call saying go on sauce because I was getting flashbacks where I remember if I don't pit, I can end up losing the back end on like almost about lap 19. I almost lost the back end, and I had to hold my brakes. I had to hold the brake to not spin out, like
Yeah, we
the
saw that.
Raptor did.
I know you definitely showed at some points in the race you had pace for a win. Other points you had pace for maybe P4. Do you think a win or even P2 was possible today?
I think P2 was possible. I didn't think P1 would be. I think the only time I could have got it if Riles and Silence had wrecked. That's the only thing I can know if I can get P1.
About your season, you're gonna take home P3 this season in the standings. I know you had a lot of confidence heading the season with Rappa Lucas. I know you thought, hey, this is very possible that we can get a top 3 or top 5 in the standings, or maybe even a win in the standings. What have you got to say about your season, and just your run overall, in the season and even in the standings?
The season just went highs and lows. It's just too many things been going on during the season. My mom is now they're talking about putting her in surgery. And my town got destroyed. It's been
Yeah, that is true.
It's,
With you're in
it's
your
been-
Nashville.
it's been
Sure.
terrible. But all I can think is a positive, and if I never ever do that good, I don't know where I can be at.
You know, you
It's
definitely had
been-
ups and downs this season, and I want to say, from a lot of races, you've DNF'd. Other races, you've had chances at podiums. You've really shown this season what you're capable of doing, and being teammates with GS or Hamilton next season. What do you think you two are capable of doing with you guys at Williams?
I want to say I'm not like a top contender, but I think I can be the underdog. Like you've seen me have the pace. It's just that I've been going a little too aggressive every time I want to try to make an overtake. And I've been pissed a lot because I've been screwed over by the safety cars. I've been screwed over every time I start the back. People been an idiot, or sorry, I've said this on stream, being a fucking retard, or they're acting like they're on a highway and are drunk and stupid.
Either way, congratulations on your 3rd place finish today. I want to see if I can get GSR Riles in here for one more time before we get to GSR Tier 3. Yes. Actually, you know, if Riles does not join, I'm actually going to call him on Discord and see if I can get him in here.
I don't think Riles would join because he's away to the hospital, I think.
He might be, but he is in a party. I don't know. We'll have to see if he does keep that 2nd place finish based off of the DNR or not. But I'm gonna see what he's on his phone, so I'm gonna see what I can do.
Oh yeah, can I add another thing?
Yeah, what's up, Rapid?
So what I'm going to continue is, I'm just a little bit worried about the Arsenal incident. Arsenal, what happened was, Arsenal pushed...
Rapid, we've already looked at that. It's not your fault. We've already looked.
Yeah, we know
Okay.
it's not, yeah.
Okay, he just hit my side pod and just died.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get Riles in here. I know what's going on with him. I know why he's not able to get here, but I tried to get him, so at least we tried. Congratulations to Riles, Tier 2 champion. It is confirmed, so I'm not celebrating too early this time, at least with the Rapaluca stuff. But Tier 2 champion GSR Riles, give it up for him. All right, so
What?
come on, I have to. Okay, I have to. But Tier 1 is tomorrow. Do not miss the action. I repeat, do not miss the action tomorrow. Tier 3, I've got to say, GSR, that's going to be very soon. As soon as you see me broadcasting, put that thing right on. And you, watch the broadcast. It's going to be a fun one. I'll be streaming my perspective of Tier 1 at 3:45 p.m. Eastern, 7:45 UK for Russia. Tier 1 of GSR. And tomorrow, the championship finale. We will see what happens. DW and Rapalucas still battling it out. 3 points difference. It's going to be an interesting one. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. UK at Abu Dhabi. 50%er qualifying. You've got everything there is. And trust me, controversy, just like you saw in the document, it can happen at any moment, no matter what league. Just like you saw in the documentary, it can happen. So I would like to thank, oh my god, these profile pictures in Discord. I would like to thank Rapalucas for joining me, Trevi for joining me, Silent, thank you for the post-race interview. I want to thank every admin for hosting this league. Tier 2. This has been an amazing one, starting it from race 5. Maybe not been the cleanest of seasons, but we've got our way through there, and we've been able to make it work and make it stick and keep it. So either way, that is it really for the season for Tier 2. We will catch you guys next season for Tier 2. By the way, do not miss the postseason event. It's around this time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. UK, next Saturday. Do not miss it, because we'll be having a lot of our Tier 2 drivers, our Tier 1 drivers, and our reserves from the season. We'll be having that next weekend. We'll be having that then. So, that's really about it. Make sure you don't miss Tier 1 tomorrow. We will see you then. And we will see how the championship outlooks then. Tier 2.